The people that I serve suffer terribly. They don't do anything to cause their suffering. And they trust me to keep them alive and to work, I think, in a greater way with all my heart and soul to bring the next best thing to the table when what we've got doesn't work. I don't give up, because if I give up, then somebody else gives up. The patient gives up, and that's too big a price to pay. There's a treatment that we've had around for many decades called ECT, electroconvulsive therapy. And what that does is involves putting electricity on the scalp. And electricity goes randomly through your tissues into the cracks in your skull and spreads all over to the brain. And even though ECT is considered the very best treatment for depression, there are a number of side effects that make it an unacceptable option for some people, or undesirable. So TMS therapy is different in that it uses magnetic fields, strong magnetic fields, a magnet similar to the strength that you would have if you were going into an MRI to have a scan of your brain. And so there's a little device called a coil, and it's got electricity running through it. And when electricity runs through it, it generates a magnetic field. And so the coil can be just placed on somebody's scalp. And magnetic fields can be pulsed right down into the scalp from this coil. It doesn't spread to the other areas of the brain like ECT or electricity would, and therefore you don't have to have anesthesia and sedation, and you don't get into memory problems. Now it feels like for the first time we're on a brink of a real change with treating neuropsychiatric disorders, because we can get at the organ of interest, and we can make those changes directly. I think the most important thing is for people to be aware that there are so many fabulous tools that are some within reach, some in development, that are going to change the way psychiatrists can impact the quality of life of so many people who are disabled and suffering. But I think for people who have struggled and felt like what psychiatry could do is so limited, need to know that there's a whole horizon of new stuff that's out there. And it's really something that we can start to palpate and appreciate now, and our patients can start to benefit from.